with Manny Pacquiao and his trainer, Freddie Roach. Freddie, this is your lair. In the same way that Manny is reputed by many to be the best boxer that's ever walked the earth, you are said by many to be the best trainer. What brought you two together? Fate?
I believe so. You know, he walked in my gym one day. He was a former world champion, 112 pounds, and this little guy, and his manager, Mr. Nazzaro, asked me if I worked the mitts with him, and he said, I hear you're pretty good in the mitts. And so me and he got in there the first round, and it was like we knew each other for a long time. We didn't miss a beat on the mitts. It was just really a great session of the first round. I walked back to my guy and said, wow, he can fight, one puncher. And Manny said to his manager, we have a new trainer.
I mean, he seems such a nice guy, right? And he says you're such a nice guy, but you can't both be that nice because you've become the most successful duo in boxing. So there's got to be a mean streak to both of you.
I'd say we have mean streaks in us. I think we have killer instincts, you know. I think a good fighter has to have that. When you hurt somebody, yeah, you need to get them out of there, and I'm sure we both have that inside us.
See, it's Manny's eyes that are slightly intimidating. Everything else is fine, but the eyes, when you laser in on people, as you've done with me over a couple of tricky questions, I'm like, whoa, okay. You can tell by a man's eyes. Can you tell by a fighter's eyes?
Yes, you can. You can see with Manny Pacquiao, when he's in attack mode in there, he's like a shark. He's like perfect focus. He sees everything coming at him and everything going out, and it's like it's one of the most important weapons that people don't really realize. They think it's foot and hands and so forth, but it's his vision. That's the best part about Manny Pacquiao. It makes him so accurate and so much a great puncher. Accuracy and timing is just he's perfect at it at this point.
When you look around this gym, Freddie, I mean, it's like a piece of boxing history. So many great fighters have been in there. You've worked with most of the greats in the last 30 years. What makes Manny special to you?
He's like a son to me. You know, he was a young man when he first came to me. He'd come to me for advice at times back then, and he's grown into a young man, and now he makes his own decisions, and we don't have those discussions that we once had, and I miss that a little bit. But you know, again, he's grown up, and he'll make his own decisions, and you know. This gym is it's just like it is a lot of history here. I have an offer to open on Sundays just for people to come look at the gym and be a tourist attraction. So, but
how many Filipinos come and see him?
Yeah, I get at least about 30 a day that come to the
every day in Los Angeles.
Yes. They come from everywhere, from the Philippines to San Francisco.
Have you been to the Philippines with Manny? I mean, is it as crazy as it sounds when he goes back?
Yes, I mean, it's so crazy, and they give me so much respect and credit that I can't go to the mall anymore either.
Manny, what are the values that are important to you in life? I mean, Freddie was saying there that you used to ask him for advice, and then you became a man yourself. What are the most important things to you, apart from God and your worship of God? What are the other things that you think are important in life?
Important in life is you know how to love people and to be friendly to everybody, and always put the love in your heart.
You're married with 4 children, I think, now. How does your wife feel when you fight? Honestly.
Before, she stands every fight, but right now she's very confident that, you know, every fight that, oh, my husband will gonna win that.
Well, it's because you haven't lost for a while, right? This guy, Marquez, that you're fighting tomorrow, it is personal between you, isn't it? Because 2 very close fights. He's always given you a good fight, but he has actually gone to the Philippines and worn T-shirts saying, I beat Manny Pacquiao twice. That's got to hurt you, right?
It's hurt me, but, you know, people don't believe him. But, you know, we're Filipino, and Filipinos respect him as our visitors. So, but this time, that's why I'm very motivated to train hard and
You really want to beat him, don't you?
To focus.
More than most fights.
yes, to focus to make sure that 100% condition and on the word on tomorrow. I want to to end this all doubt that is in my, and I want, of course, I want to prove it that it is wrong.
Freddie, let me ask you about the big Mayweather question. You've seen, as I say, almost every great fighter since I've been around. Would he beat Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, we have the right style to beat Mayweather. You know, I look at it sometimes and I say Mayweather averages 15 punches a round. Manny averages 85 a round. Can the 85 guy lose to the 15? I don't think so. And the thing is, Manny's accuracy and southpaw style will give Mayweather fits, I feel.
And it's the trump card with Manny that he's developed now almost equal power with both hands.
Yes, it took us about 8 years to get to where Manny hasn't lost a round, and he's fought perfect fights since the David Diaz fight. It took us 8 years of hard work, dedication, and just repetitive workout. I mean, I was satisfied with his big left hand at one time, but then when we lost Morales, I said, well, I can make him a better fighter. It's my job to make him a better fighter, and I wanted to develop. I said, I'm not going to be happy until the right hand is equal with the left, and I think they are right now.
There'll be women watching this interview, because we get lots of women watching the show. They say, why boxing? Why do men want to do this to each other?
It's not only for myself, but I keep fighting because I want. I'm happy to giving honor to my country, and I'm happy giving a good fight, and I'm happy to entertain people, to make them happy.
When he goes out tomorrow, Freddie, what do you say to him before a big fight? When you're both in the dressing room minutes before, what do you say to a guy like Manny who's won everything?
We warm up a little bit and go through the routines, and when you make this move, you know what move he's going to make. So we know our opponent very well. We study him, we study tapes, so we figure out his habits, and so we try to take advantage of him. But just when he goes right before the fight's last thing, he says, stay focused, and he's right there.
Do you pray before a fight?
Always.
Do you sing? Well, you like singing, right?
After the fight.
You pray before and you sing after. We're going to have another break, and I'm going to bring in somebody who is equally important, really, in this whole machinery. He's one of the great promoters in boxing history, Bob Arum, and he'll have a fascinating take on you, Manny, because he put on Muhammad Ali's fights for years, apart from anything else. So I want to see what he thinks and where you rank in the history of boxers.
It's amazing, I'm the reason.